students, welcome to Unit 1 Notes, Lesson 2. We're jumping over to IXL A5, which is writing variable expressions. Okay, I put a little note here, hint order matters. So what I mean by that, when we're writing our variable expressions, we have to be careful. Let's say you're given two different options. 5 subtract 3. Well, 5 subtract 3 looks like this. If I say take 5 away from 3, it looks like this. So the first one is take 5 away from 3. The other one is 5 subtract 3. Okay, so the words are going to matter. If we say the difference of 3 and 5, the difference of 3 and 5, it's the first one. If I say the difference of 5 and 3, it's the second one. So the words, the verbs are going to matter here, the action words here. Okay. So write an expression for the operation described below. So subtract Q from P. Well, this one is, it's going to matter the order. So we're subtracting Q from P. So in this case, the answer is P minus Q. All right, let me rewrite that. P minus Q. And that's it. So the next one, write an expression for the sentence of operations described below. Add A and 7, and then multiply 3 by the result. So we're going to add A and 7 together. Whatever this result is, let's say A was 1. Well, that would be 8. We would then multiply 3 by the result. So A and 7 are actually the result, and we're multiplying it by 3. So I'm going to leave this in parentheses and make sure that I multiply it by 3. Okay? So it's weird. It is going to matter the order. This would be okay. We could also do A plus 7 like this, and then we could also multiply it by 3 here if we wanted to. That's a little strange. Normally we put the 3 out front of the parentheses. Okay? So here's your monomial, 3, times your binomial, 2 terms, A plus 7. Okay? All right, the next one, write an expression for this sequence. Add 7 and y, and then double the result. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is add z and y. I'm going to add them together. And by doubling it, I can just throw this 2 out front, and I'm good to go. And let me make that 2 a little bit better. There we go. My z's, I put the little score through the middle. All right, let me just clean that z up too. There we go. All right, write an expression for this sequence. Triple the difference of 5 and 2. That's a lot. There's a lot going on. So here we're tripling something. What are we tripling? That's the question. Well, the difference of two things. Okay, what's being differenced? Well, 5 and 2. Okay, so we're going to do 5 minus 2. That's the difference of 5 and 2. We're going to triple that result and then add the result to S. Whoa, that's crazy. So watch this. We're actually going to put S out front here. So let's go over each one of these. Triple the difference of 5 and 2. I did 5 minus 2 in parentheses, and I tripled that difference. Then we need to add the result, which was all of this. This was the result, which is all of this. We need to add the result to S, making S the initial thing that we started with. Okay? So, start with S, then add the result of tripling the difference of 5 and 2. Now, in this problem, I gave you this right here, because in IXL, this is what you'll see. So I wanted you to be familiar with what different operations are occurring. This is a decimal, or times. This is times. I'm sorry, this is times. A decimal, you would just use the period key on your keyboard. This is a fraction, so you have your your numerator up top, your denominator below, with your verniculum bar. Here you have parentheses, so you could use it here, or you can manually hand type them from your keyboard. Okay, and then here we have an exponent. So that would be raising something to a power of something else. So like 5 squared. Notice I really only needed to use this one, and I could have used the multiplication one if I wanted to multiply 3 times the 5 minus 2. Now be careful. It says do not simplify any part. So some of you are going, oh, Mr. Wright, can't I just do 5 minus 2? That's 3. 3 times 3 is 9. It's not asking for you to do any algebra. It's asking you for you to write that expression. So don't do any algebra here. Just write it out. Okay. Right, the next one. Add 2 and r. Oh, this is the last one actually. Add 2 and r. So add 2 and r. Add 2 and r. Triple the result. Okay, multiply by 3. Then subtract what you have from s. So notice, subtract what you have. Here's what I have. So s has to go first. If it said take s away from what you just did, that would be the opposite. That would have s over here. Okay, but you're taking this away. What are you taking away? Well, I'm taking away 2 and r times 3. So the triple of 2 and r is what I'm taking away from s. All right. Now, this is a short video because I want to do some of them online and actually do it in front of you here. So let's go to A5. So r minus 4. This one will be r minus 4. And I got it right. Notice I get 10 points on my SMART score because I got it right. T times 9. So what I can do is I can do 9. Okay, so T times 9 is going to look like this. T times 9. I use the actual multiplication symbol. Okay, so if I hit enter, it's going to be marked correct. But let's see if it will let me do any other order. Let's see if IXL will actually take 9t as an answer. Because they're together, right? They're multiplied. Let's see, do I get points for it? Notice it allowed the points because the commutative property allows me to switch 9 and t. I do recommend that you don't do it, that you don't do what I just did, that you actually follow the words here, because some things are okay to do and other things are not okay to do when we're calculating, when we're writing our expressions. So the next one, raise q to the 10th power. Okay, so I'm going to start with this symbol. See the symbol on the right here, this that I just clicked. That's going to allow me to type in q. Oops, that was a g. Q, and raise it to the 10th power, which means I'm going to put in the number 10. Notice that it was lifted. Here you have a subscript and a super. Well, you have a base q and a superscript 10. Super means it goes higher than what was at its base. Okay, so q to the 10th, submit, perfect. Subtract t from u. Be careful, u is what comes first because you're subtracting t away from the initial u. Okay, I get that one right. Let's get to something more complicated. You don't have the teacher preview. I'm going to skip. What it does, it lets me go up a couple levels here. Let's do something a little bit more difficult. So multiply a by 9 and then triple the result. So a times 9, multiply a by 8, a by 8. So a times 8, and then it says to triple the result. I'm just going to put a 3 on the outside. Now notice you can put a 3 on the outside, you can put another multiplication symbol in if you'd like. That's up to you. Let's see if I get this one right. Make sure, hopefully the software allows this. And there we go, we got it right. Ooh, this is a good one. Raise the product of y and 6 to the 10th power. So we're going to do y times 6, exactly what they told me to do. Y times 6, right? Raise the product of y and 6 to the, oh, I don't know if it's going to accept that. Oh yeah, it did. To the 10th power. All right. The product of y and 6. Product means multiplication. There we go. And let's go a little bit more. Ooh, challenge round. We'll do one of these and then we'll call it a day. All right. Multiply r by s. Multiply r. Whoops. Too many. Multiply r by s. Triple the result. So I'm going to put a 3 on the outside. Then subtract q from what you have. So I'm going to take q away from what I have, not the other way around. So take away q. If it said take that away from q, I would have flipped this. Q would have gone first. But it says subtract q from what you have, 90. Let's see if I get this right. And I got it right. Okay. And I think we're going to end it here. You can do A5, and good luck.